Alright, everyone. So, I wanted to do a video on this whole Megxit drama that's been going on this past week. And I want to talk about how I think you should be weary of people around you that support Meghan and Harry, especially after this week with their huge announcement of leaving the royal family. They're very polarized. Well, she is very polarizing. I would say that a lot of people like her. Usually, the millennial group like her a lot. And honestly, that's probably based off of, her physical appearance because she's a really beautiful woman. She has great charisma. And, some people like her clothing a lot. The older crowd tends to not be a fan of her because they can see that she has traits of a narcissist. So see some of the things here, like I've been on Twitter under the hashtag Megxit, and people they're upset because it's not really because they're leaving the royal family, but it's because they're wanting to have their cake and eat it too, which is still be titled as their royal highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, while not wanting to fulfill the roles and still get or reap the benefits from the taxpayers. And some of the issues that people have been saying is that, well, they finally decided to leave the royal family because she's been dealing with all these racist like undertones that have been going on about her, like in the media and such. And to be honest, the racism is not a big deal as to why people do not like Meghan. To be honest with you, if it wasn't said, if you look at her, she looks like a Sicilian woman, like an Italian. She's fair skin or like olive skin tone with freckles. So I mean, if we didn't know what her parents look like, we wouldn't have known that she was mixed. So that's not the racism isn't a huge deal. Some people say that she's a narcissist. In psychology today, people with narcissism have the traits of showing lack of empathy, which is huge. Can be manifested as antagonism, which has been big. I mean, she's been essentially an antagonist as she's joined the royal family. There's been all this drama surrounding the family besides Prince Andrew's drama, but there's been so much attention put on the royal family since she's joined. Attention seeking, grandiosity. I mean, these are qualities that you can see, with the fake humanitarianism, as far as, you know, saying that they're green and or putting out there that they support these causes of being eco-friendly, but then there's hypocrisy with them taking so many flights back to back. I think it was like 4 or 5 flights that they took on a private jet. So a lot of people saw through that. There's been issues with the pregnancy, as far as the legitimacy of the pregnancy. Was she really pregnant? Did she have a surrogate? This photo here, the christening photo, has said to be photoshopped. And as a person that likes photography, Each photo does have metadata, and you can see a lot of the information regarding a photo. So the photo was created, I think, back before Archie was born, but it wasn't created the day that they said it was created. Let's see. And they really just look at her as an opportunist. I mean, she's ghosted so many people as far as being a social climber and, you know, getting what she can get from that person. And then until she couldn't get what she could anymore out of them, then she moved on to the next person. And, this could be seen from the beginning where she even sent back her engagement ring and wedding ring back to her husband via mail without, you know, having the decency to do it in person or proceed about it in a more appropriate manner. So I mean, he was the one that played a part in her getting the role on Suits. So I mean, once she figured out that, I can't really get anything else from him, then she moved on. This is about them saying that they're hypocrites. Here's another odd thing going on about their latest Christmas photo or holiday photo, and the horrible shopping that was going on. You see here that there's two different carpet prints. Archie is very much in focus, but then here the parents are supposed to be at equal distances from Archie, but Prince Harry is very blurry, while Meghan has a clear, almost very clear face. So that was an odd one there as well. And she's been planning this. They've been meticulously planning this. So this is very calculating of her to be doing this months ago, to be preparing the Sussex royal name or brand to be merged, as the new kids say, that term merged. And just lately today it came out that she just signed a deal with Disney to do voiceovers, which could have been that probably could have been handled from the Lion King premiere when they spoke to the Disney CEO about getting her to do voiceovers. And a lot of people think that there's disrespect towards the Queen, which is why people do not support Meghan and Harry. Let's see here. I also find it weird that, with all the mental health talk that they do, Harry seems to be a very weak man, someone who has been manipulated by Meghan, you know, isolating him from his family. I mean, she's cut her family off. Now she's worked on isolating him from his family, whereas he can only depend on her mostly as keeping her around closely. Let's see here what's going on. I don't know what's going on. This stuff is like freezing up on me. So let's see here. Oh, jeez. Exit out of that. I think I have 10,000 tabs open, which is probably why it's running slow, but let me try to open that again. Oof. Jesus. Bless it. All right, did we see something there? All right, let's see what we have here. And with isolating Harry, she could easily take that as an opportunity to divorce Harry, because after all, she's getting what she's always wanted, the fame, because before she was a D-list celebrity. No one really knew her unless you watched Suits. So this whole talk about being Hollywood royalty, or if she was an A-list celebrity, she was never an A-list celebrity. No one really knew of her unless you watched Suits. So here are like some polls regarding them. So Kate is a lot more popular than Meghan now. People prefer William over Harry. People think that Meghan did most of the decision making, which seems like it, and she has like those strong feminism views. So this does seem like she would do that. And then also, if you think about it too, looking back months ago when we heard about the rumors of the staff leaving, there's been staff that have been working for the royals for 10 to 20 years and decided to quit when she joined the picture. So I mean, there's so many negative stories about her that you must wonder that they all cannot be lies if there's so many people speaking out against, like staff members speaking out against why they quit. The demands. So, and people forget as well that, she's having a hard time adjusting and struggling as a new mother and being in the royal family. And they forget that she's an actress. So this interview here where, she's having like the sad eyes and saying that no one asked her if she was okay. I mean, she's an actress. She can easily put on the front of the struggling new mom and taking all the criticism and not being able to take all the criticism. But there's been videos of her saying that on a count of three she can cry on demand. So people seem to forget that she's an actress by trade. So let me know what you guys think. And also the race, coming back to the race thing. Um, I mean, this biography of her even claims that she's Caucasian. So, I mean, she was never really known to always be pushing the whole I'm, black and white, I'm a black woman, or I'm a person of color. But, here it is saying that her ethnicity is Caucasian. And that's based off of her biography. So, let me know what you guys think about this Megxit, this announcement from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to leave the royal family. The new story on her doing this deal with Disney for voiceovers, and the potential to make millions, up to 500 million, just off of merching their Sussex Royal brand.